She was immediately seized with a fit, but she was deaf and dumb, yet still knitting.
What?
Like,
okay,
what?
Okay, I feel like she just caught a stray for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, why you gotta say that she was deaf and dumb?
And then they said Mary recovered herself and confirmed what Abigail had said. She's deaf and dumb. How the f*** does she confirm anything?
Wait, so she's in the courtroom, said, the deaf lady said exactly what I said.
Bobby.
When I asked her if she saw it, she said yes.
It just goes like, then John cried out to the dog under the table. Like, this is evidence.
Get over here, Spot. We got witches.
In which fit Mary that was knitting and well composed said there was Proctor and his wife Goody Cloyce helping of him.
That's what the deaf person said?
Yes.
The deaf person.
The deaf, dumb person. So dumb means you can't speak.
So how'd she say that?
I don't know.
This is like Helen Keller writing a book.
This is Helen Keller speaking.
Oh, shit.
It's like whack-a-mole with a dick.
Yo.
Ash's mom is definitely f***ing Professor Oak.
Who employs a werewolf?
Dumbledore.
What the fuck was that?
Massachusetts is a state, dude.
What's up, guys? We doing witch shit today. Whole lot of witch shit.
I don't like it.
Witch and shit together. It's witch shit.
There's witch shit in the woods.
I feel like a witch shits where everyone else shits.
The cauldron.
No, that's where
That's the bubble doing the trouble.
that's the potions.
Nice. All right, so
That's what
I'm
kills people.
I'm going to Salem, right? Lady wants to go to Salem, so I'm going to Salem.
So am I. So am I.
Well, I didn't ask. So I've been doing a lot of like research because she wants to go to like.
I'm gonna go fuck myself.
You should. So she wants to go to like all these like haunted places, right? Which that doesn't go well with me. I don't do haunted. I don't want to go to haunted places. A haunted place. If it's haunted, I don't want to be there. Why do I want to be there if it's haunted? I don't understand. So
I feel you. You're preaching to the choir.
So like, I know. So I'm doing all this research and now I'm freaking myself out. I don't even know if I want to go.
Why?
'Cause it's terrifying.
I didn't really think about it like that. Now you're concerning me. What
First of
research
all-
did you do?
First,
I just thought Salem, cool, Halloweeny shit.
dude,
you know?
I've been going
Hocus
down a
pocus.
rabbit hole. No, well, so the house, it's there.
Yeah, it's fun.
I want to see that, but the rest of it,
What's the rest of
the witch.
it? Yeah, I know some people got hung.
No,
but,
some people, Jesus Christ. No, so okay, so first of all,
Ah,
I don't ever want to be in a haunted place. I don't understand why I'd want to be in a haunted place. What is the benefit of being in a haunted place? If it's haunted, why do I want to be there? I like, take me through the pros and the cons of being haunted, okay? If I go to a haunted place, the pros, maybe you have a good time. Maybe.
wait, how?
Best case scenario.
How's there any pros in there?
Because it's like, oh, it's a cool place. It's like the thrill, right? If I want a thrill, I'll go to fucking Six Flags. I don't need to go to a haunted house, okay? So, but the worst case? The worst case.
I mean,
so, okay, it's either haunted or it's not haunted, like for real.
I've
right?
heard about like ghosts fucking people sometimes.
That's-
Maybe
well-
get fucked by like some 1600 wench, right? They called each other wenches back then.
Those are, no.
That could be cool.
No, Bob.
That's a good experience. You like stories and dumb shit, so
Bobby, listen to me, okay?
I'm listening.
There's two scenarios that happen here. Either
Get fucked by a ghost or nothing happens.
you're not taking my fears seriously,
I'm not.
and I'm feeling very unseen here, like a ghost.
I see you. It's just
The house is either haunted or it's not haunted, okay? Now, if it's haunted, the best thing that happens is nothing. There's no best thing that comes out of that. There's nothing good that happens from that. I get haunted. I go to a haunted place, I get haunted. I've seen the movies, they follow you. I don't want to get haunted. If I'm getting haunted, why the fuck will I spend the rest of my life being fucking haunted? I don't want to do that. There's no point, okay? If it's not haunted and I don't go, oh well, nothing happens. I live my life. Nothing in my life changes for the better or for the worse. The only way I win is not going to a haunted place. I want to go to a fucking haunted place. I want to get haunted. I'm freaking out here.
some strong feelings about this.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm freaking the fuck out here.
Okay.
So, Salem, these people, the witch trials,
The witches.
have you ever looked into the witch trials?
I have not.
Dude, it's wild.
I know they got hung.
There was these like group of little girls, like 9 and 11-year-old girl.
Like the damn girls.
They started like having random fits and like nobody really knew what the fuck was going on. They're like convulsing and screaming and
Yes.
shit, right? So like nowadays they did like
Convulsing?
research. Yeah, convulsing, like fucking having seizures.
I
right?
know what the convulsing
But
means. Nick.
wait, the way you say it, I mean, I could have been like cruciferous. I don't know. Throwback. Anyway,
So,
so-
shut the
look, cruciferous.
Cruciferous is like some off the wall bullshit Snapple fact. Convulsing is like some you hear that shit all the time.
What
I
circles
convulse,
do you
you
run
convulse, he, she convulses.
in?
We all convulse.
You said it at Wombo.
The study of convulsing.
Study of convulsing. No, all right. So they're like convulsing, having fits and shit, right? Nobody knows what's going on. Take them to a doctor.
Oh yeah.
The doctor, you know what the doctor's diagnosis?
Witch shit.
Bewitchment.
Yeah, witch shit. He said
Not the
he just couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. He didn't want to look stupid. So he was just like, must be witch
no,
shit.
that's what it was, dude. Like he literally said, he looked at it, he's like, yeah, no, they're bewitched. I need a table on this side. This is not. I don't like this. Isn't doing it for me.
Yeah, I'll put it into HR. You'll get to the fucking table.
Yeah, put it in a work order.
The
Right?
fuck.
But so yeah, nah.
Could you imagine being that doctor looking back like, damn man, I should have just said I didn't know. That caused all of this shit. Witch
Nah,
shit.
So that was a real diagnosis back then. It was just bewitchment because they were Puritans.
It's like a
right?
medical diagnosis.
Yeah, they were Puritans. So like they believed that like everything, it's called Providence.
Okay.
Which I guess is what Providence, Rhode Island is named after. But it's like everything that happens on earth to people is God's will. So like at this time, like there was like witch trials and shit in Europe too, but there was never like mass accusings, and generally it was men accusing women. This is like one of the only times when it was women accusing women, right? But anyway. Oh, there also were werewolf trials in Europe.
But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because that
Trump doesn't seem too bad. I had to say that.
I'd rather them eat the cats and the dogs, honestly.
Yeah, than the fucking werewolf and witch trials.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Eat my dog.
We don't condone Trump here, just saying.
No,
but
not
yeah,
at
no,
all.
that shit is wild.
They like believed in that shit.
The witches.
Right?
The witches are eating the cats and the dogs. They're in Springfield eating the cats and the dogs.
Honestly,
Bring back the gallows.
Honestly, they probably would use their bones for like fucking rituals and shit. But anyway,
Yeah.
they like, thought that shit was like real, right? And like Satan, like basically the witch back then was like, they would like make a deal with Satan and gain supernatural powers.
So that's how they became a witch.
Well, that's like what they
They
did.
just like
right?
walked out and said, "Hey, Satan,"
I don't-
or
I
"Hey, Satan."
Yeah, I don't know the specific. Yeah, it would be down, but I don't know the specifics.
let's
I
make a
mean,
deal.
but basically, yeah.
So what's the deal?
So
To have my soul?
Nobody knows why. They never
Nah,
said why.
Does a cauldron come with it?
I don't.
You have to like bring your own.
I don't know the details.
I'm just
Robert.
asking. I'm asking.
You're throwing me off. Right? I'm gonna forget everything. Yeah, so
bring your own cauldron.
so these little girls, right? They fucking accused Tituba.
That's a great.
Tituba.
That's a name.
Tituba.
I love that name.
Well, she was a slave.
That doesn't mean I don't love the name.
It is a great name. I want to
Like,
name.
the way to fucking put a damper on the name.
No,
Nick.
I'm saying she was a slave. Tituba the slave. That was they accused her of being a witch.
Sounds like
Okay?
some sailor.
That was the first accusation, and for some reason, she fucking went with it and was like, "Yeah, I bewitched that bitch. Whatever. These people are also witches with me."
They probably like tortured the shit out of her.
No,
say
it was just she just said it. As far as I know, and then like she like accused other people of being witches, and then those people accused other people of being witches with them, and it was just a whole fucking thing with everybody accusing everybody, and it's just like it's terrifying.
The
like,
original gaslighting.
and like, dude, I read some of the court documents. Like the shit that went on was fucking crazy. There's no evidence, obviously, right?
Yeah, like how? Okay, that's my. How the fuck did these courtrooms go? Ah, you're a witch.
Yes.
All right, that's it.
Yes.
Next.
Yes.
Ah, you're
So-
also a witch.
I don't know exactly what this means. I didn't get this far into my research, but like, they were still colonies at that point, right? So Britain revoked their charter, which I guess is like their law system. And then these two dudes went to England to recharter it like 7 years later. They came back 1682 with the new charter. Too late. They came back in May. This all started in like January, February, right?
Uh-huh.
So they came back. They're like the leaders of the town, and mass hysteria, right? People getting accused left and right. Jail cells full. So dude's name was Phipps, I think. Something Phipps.
Fucking
right?
names. Gee,
So
no wonder why they
he
thought
comes
people were
in.
fucking witches. If I got
and-
named Phip too, I'd
Yeah.
be pissed off.
Well, there's also a guy named Increase Mathers and his son Cotton Mathers.
yeah, I'd be
So,
fucking pissed.
Increase. His name is Increase, and he named his son Cotton. Who the fuck?
I'd rather be named.
They're the witch.
Never rather be named Cotton than Increase.
So yeah, they had like no laws. And when they came back, this dude was like, "All right, this is a problem.
Yeah, no shit.
We need to like sort this shit out, but it's gonna take time." And like everybody's going crazy, so he like set up a special court council, and this council basically took everybody and like interviewed them, accused them, took them to trial, executed them eventually, right? But like the evidence, there's no evidence, right? It's called quote unquote spectral evidence.
Ah, yes.
You know what that is?
No.
It's literally like if I'm just like, yeah, no, like spectral evidence is basically like they came to you in a dream and did you harm. Like if they came to you in a vision or a dream and did you harm in a dream.
Like just like stabbed you
How
in
do
your
you
dream?
how do you prove that?
Ah, you just
Right?
hey,
So Increase's son,
start dreaming.
I'm pretty sure it was Increase's
It's like
son,
get one of them dream catches.
was like, dude, like this is like we can't. I was trying to ignore you.
Why are you ignoring me?
Because that's hilarious. But anyway,
Put the fucking
So,
dream catcher over. To weave it, unweave it.
pretty sure after the
How do you
first
read a dream catcher?
what?
How do you read a dream catcher?
I don't know. You pull them out. You de-weave.
De-weave. You just
De-weave.
like put it in like water.
No, it's like in Harry Potter. You know.
Yeah, the water. That's what I was. Right.
No.
I was actually thinking about the same thing.
What? Dream catcher.
Are you
Spectral evidence.
spectrally harming me. You fucking witch! Get out of my head. Jesus. We just proved spectral evidence is real.
So, dude, like,
hang them all.
It's
They're
just crazy.
fucking
Like,
witches.
their legal system was like, there was no innocent until proven guilty. It was like, you're presumed guilty if you're accused. Like, crazy shit, man. They had no lawyers.
So like if you like slap me in my dream, I'd be like, oh, witch, killer.
Yeah. Like, you could just have a dream about somebody and be like, oh, no, she spectrally assaulted me. Okay, so this is actual, like, court documents. This is April 4th, 1692.
Oh, I'm not ready for this English shit.
So
I can barely understand our English.
I had to read this like a couple times. This isn't even a bad one. This is Abigail Williams complaining of Good M. Proctor. I'm assuming that's Goodman.
Why is everybody named Proctor back then?
We're just gonna call him Proctor.
I feel like there's always every old story there's a Proctor.
Well, okay.
Am I wrong for that? Like I feel like everything before like the 1800s, there's a fucking Proctor somewhere.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of Proctors.
The fuck is wrong with you, Proctors?
I guess that was a big Puritan name, Proctor. Proctologist.
Just like I wouldn't trust a Proctor. You know?
Me either. But so, all right, this is statement of Samuel Parris concerning Abigail Williams and Mary Alcott versus John Proctor. There's a whole bunch of shit, right? There's a whole bunch of people here. Mad basic names. Proctor. Abigail Williams complained of Proctor and cried out, "What are you come to? You can pinch as well as your wife and more to that purpose." At night, she complained of Proctor again and beat upon her breast and cried he pinched her, the like I hear at Putnam's house. So this whole spectral evidence is he pinched her in a dream.
What the fuck did you just say?
You heard me.
That's what that. Wait,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if what I read is correct because the word I said is what.
What about
is
her beating
W''T.
What about her beating on her breast? What does that have to do with being possessed by a witch?
At night, she complained to Proctor again and beat upon her breast and cried he pinched her. I guess so she was like, he pinched me.
What are you?
Pinch me.
So like, since he pinched you, you're gonna hang the man?
I guess I don't know.
That's like if I slapped you and got life in prison. What kind of shit is that?
No, you slapped me in a dream
and got life in prison. Honestly, either way is equally as fucking asinine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like everybody was having fits and shit randomly in the courthouse. Like everybody playing it up. It was crazy. Like I was writing some that thereof as above. I met with nothing but interruptions by reason of fits upon John Indian and Abigail. And Mary Walcott happened to come in just before. None of this makes sense.
I wonder if they like spoke like that, or is that just how they wrote?
No, this is like a direct transcript of the court proceedings. They're writing down verbatim what people said.
Well, no wonder why they thought everyone was a rich. They didn't even know what anybody was saying.
Nobody could communicate back then.
What is okay? Yeah, sure.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't have fucking punctuation either.
A judgment. Oh, pinched you. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Get him. I don't fucking care. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
No, yeah. It's literally they cried out, "There is Proctor!" very often, and Abigail sat there with Proctor in the magistrate's lap. At the same time, Mary Walcott was sitting knitting, and we asked her if she saw Proctor. She was immediately seized with a fit, but she was deaf and dumb, yet still in knitting.
What?
Like
okay,
what?
Okay, I feel like she just caught a stray for no reason.
Yeah.
Like why you gotta say that she was deaf and dumb?
Yeah,
like she just sitting there knitting, minding her own business, and you gotta call her dumb. That's fucked up.
Right,
What's her name?
Mary Walcott.
Justice for Mary Walcott. That's what this should be about.
But like it says, she was sitting there, had a fit, yet was still a knitting. How you a knitting if you having a fit?
She was like freaking out and she was like panic
still knitting.
She was like trying to knit the fucking demons away, I guess.
And then they said Mary recovered herself and confirmed what Abigail has said. She's deaf and dumb. How the fuck does she confirm anything?
Oh my!
None of this makes sense. I'm not even a lawyer, and I'm picking. I didn't
even. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait. So she's in the courtroom. Said the deaf lady said exactly what I said.
Bobby.
When I asked her if she saw it, she said yes. The deaf lady.
Yeah.
I asked the deaf lady, "Yo, did you just see that motherfucker pinch me in my dream?" Yes.
Basically, yeah. And then it goes on. It just goes like, then John cried out to the dog under the table. Like this is evidence. The dog was under the table.
Get over here, Spot. We got witches.
In which fit Mary that was knitting and well composed said there was Proctor and his wife Goody Cloyce helping of him, but so great were the interruptions of John and Abigail by fits while they were observing these things to notify them that we were fain to see them both away, and I might have liberty to write this without disturbance.
That's what the deaf person said?
Yes.
The deaf person.
The deaf, dumb person. So dumb means you can't speak. She said all that.
Dumb means you can't speak?
Yeah.
You're dumb, you speak.
No, dumb means like mute.
Since when?
Since always.
Am I dumb?
Yes.
Deaf and dumb. Wait, so she's...
Yeah, deaf and dumb means you're deaf and you can't speak.
So how'd she say that?
I don't know.
This is like Helen Keller writing a book.
This is Helen Keller speaking.
How the fuck did she say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
And they said, yeah, they just wanted to hang this person, whoever it is.
And then like Mary Walcott composed and knitting. Like it's just all about her knitting.
Maybe she's like a real good knitter.
And then whilst I was writing, Mary Walcott said, there Goody Cloyce has pinched me now. But again, Mary Walcott is deaf and dumb. And then Goody Cloyce, I don't know where the fuck she came from, but she pinched her in her vision while this guy was sitting there writing this. But then Mary Walcott never saw Proctor nor his wife till late last night coming from the examination. So how the fuck do you know this is the guy that pinched you? You never saw him before. None of this makes any sense. This was the evidence that got them fucking
If I
murdered.
heard that, I'd be like, you're a witch. First of all, you got the mute person talking. How'd that happen? Cast a spell?
Just note. Just
Noted.
now, as soon as I had made an end of reading this, to Mary Walcott immediately cried, "Oh, yonder is good Proctor and his wife and goody nurse and goody Corey and goody Cloyce and good child," and then said, "Oh, Proctor is going to choke me," and immediately she was choked.
Who's Goody? Wait, choke by, like, just she pretended to be
He's
choked?
gonna choke me.
That's
Like force choke. She got force choked.
the fucking Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Maybe. Good. Who's Goody?
I don't. There's like 8 of them.
What's the Goody?
I don't know.
And there's a Proctor in here?
Bro, there's good. It's good. Colin Proctor
What's the dog's name?
and his wife Goody Nurse and Goody Corey and Goody Cloyce and Good's child. And then Goody Proctor is going to choke me, and immediately was choked.
Goody.
It makes no sense.
Oh, she just did this in her kitchen?
Yeah.
All to frame some other person that wasn't even there.
Nobody. I don't know. And then like it goes on to say that like John Proctor told this other dude that if he had John Indian in his custody, he would soon beat the devil out of him. And like, that's just like, this dude said, "I'll beat the devil out of you." And then the dude that he said that to is now be like, "Oh, you got the devil in you. John Proctor said so." It's like, not, bro, whoa, that's an expression. I didn't mean it. It's not literal. That's just an expression. Like, his guy got like fucking accused because somebody said, "I beat the devil out of you." Like,
Wow.
crazy.
So this is why you're scared to go to Salem?
No, this
Think
isn't
someone's gonna
this isn't
accuse
the
you of being a
scary-
witch?
This isn't the scary stuff yet. It's just like the shit that like happened. It's just like they all got like fucking killed for this. 19 people were
That's
hung
crazy.
for evidence like that.
I feel like they just wanted to kill him.
Like,
Like, at that point, you're just making excuses to kill people.
they have another indictment for John Proctor.
Didn't you
like,
say it was legal to kill farmhands back then? Too?
Oh yeah, so there was this other dude, Giles, right? Giles, right? He So like I read another thing that like a lot of this they think now was like a land grab, because if you were accused of being a witch, like if you confessed to being a witch, they just took your land. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Back then, like they had just changed the laws for Puritans can vote to like landowners vote. So like, everybody that was accused had a lot of land and like, it's a whole bunch of shit, right? So dude Giles, right? He accused his wife of being a witch. He was like, "Yeah, nah, she's a witch. Take her away." They took her wife away. Wife's in prison. Somebody else then goes and accuses him of being a witch. Right? And this guy, years earlier, they think it's a setup because years earlier he had a farmhand and he killed his farmhand. I got a fine for it. Because back then, it was legal to kill your farmhand. You got slapped with a fine.
So, like,
There's murder.
that's like the most dangerous job in the world. Like, if you just signed up to be a farmhand, you can now just be killed.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Yeah.
I feel like if these people wanted to kill people, they could have just. I feel like it's easier to convince them to be a farmhand than to be like, "Oh, it's a witch."
Right?
That's some crazy conspiracy.
But then like that guy's like cousin or some shit accused him of being a witch.
Good for him.
And he wouldn't confess because he didn't want to lose his land. So, bro, they fucking... I don't know why they didn't hang this one. I hung everybody else. They kept stacking rocks on him.
Here's my thing, right? The way that they were like, "Oh, that's not a witch," is when they died, when they executed them, right? That's pretty much what it was. Like, if you die, you're not a fucking witch because you died.
I guess, yeah.
They didn't figure this out after like the first, second, and third one. I was like, "Oh fuck, they're all dying." I think we need 19 more.
That's why it ended, because
Like-
people were like, they didn't stop believing in witches, but they were just like, hold on.
We just hung 19 people and they all fucking died. I
So,
all
yeah.
thought they were fucking witches. We all had this concrete proof of dreams and fucking pinching and shit.
Yeah.
And some bitch that kid, she's mute. She's talking now. What the fuck else going on?
Yeah, maybe she's the witch.
And they're all fucking dying.
She's the witch.
She might be the witch.
Nah, dude, so like the little girls said that Tituba and 2 other women bewitched them, okay? The 2 other women that bewitched them, one was a homeless beggar, and the other one was like an 80-year-old woman.
And they both died.
Yeah.
So they're not witches.
But it's like, why? If you're a witch, why would you be a homeless beggar? I feel like I would use my witch powers to not be homeless,
It's a perfect cover.
you know?
I mean, what? Witches can't just make houses.
No, but I'd be like, hey, Satan, I'll do your bidding, but give me a fucking
All
house.
it comes with is a cauldron. We've been over this, Nick. Doesn't come with a
She didn't
house.
even have that. She would live in a cauldron, flip it over, get out of the elements. She had nothing.
How big do you think a cauldron is?
Hey, they could be large. Have you seen Harry Potter?
She's not gonna live in the cauldron.
No, just when it snows,
Just flip. It's metal.
that would be a little chilly. Cut.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, 156 people. But like, so the scary shit is
150.
like,
They did not hang 156.
no, they hung 19. They accused 156. The scary shit is like the entire town like fucking played into this.
The town was only like 500 to 600 people, and you imprisoned 156. Like, that is crazy.
25% of the fucking
That's
population.
fucking crazy.
Wild.
If I was a shop owner in this fucking town, I'd be pissed.
Right?
It's like, I'm trying to sell my bread. What the fuck?
Well, the bread might have been the issue.
Oh, fuck.
It was like a fungus that grows on rye and wheat and shit that can cause all the fits and convulsions.
Trying to sell Auntie Abigail's, what's her fucking name? Her knits. Her claws.
Mary
and shit.
Walcott.
Yeah, Mary Walcott's fucking knitting supplies.
Like, this is the scary part. Like, the entire town, like, it was like a fucking theater. Like, this is from Examination of Bridget Bishop, which was the first trial and the first woman that was hung. The official documentation starts with, as soon as she came near, all fell into fits. So she would walk through the room and everybody around her, as she would pass them, would just fucking convulse.
That is the craziest conspiracy. Like, if we could just get the world to come together on one subject like they did then.
We did.
We'd be good.
It's
Nobody
crazy.
beating cats and dogs. We'd be fucking set.
It's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, no, like, and then, like, just the trial, it was like, you were here accused of 4 or 5 for hurting them. What do you say to it? I never saw these persons before, nor have I ever been in this place.
Could you imagine being accused for that shit? And like, you're just sitting there like, I don't even know how to defend myself.
No, well,
Like, how the fuck do I tell you I'm not a witch?
you literally can't, because, like, look, this says, they say you bewitched your first husband to death. And it's like, I know nothing of that. And then she shook her head, and then everybody in the courtroom shook their head at the same time.
Yo, they set her ass up.
Right?
Damn.
The like again upon the motion of her head. Like, crazy.
All right, so maybe,
then she goes,
maybe,
I am
maybe
no
I
witch.
don't blame the judge too much. If I'm the judge, if I'm sitting up there and I'm seeing this shit, look, I don't believe in witches, right? But if I'm a judge, she shakes her head and I see 100 other people shaking their head and start convulsing and shit.
No, but
I
like,
might be like, oh shit, like stay over there. I'm up, just stay. I got a gavel, bitch. You better stay down there.
it's kind of true. Like,
Take her away.
everybody, like, the whole, but like, what made the town do this? Like, it's crazy, because then, like, you couldn't even defend yourself. It's like, she's like, I am innocent. I know nothing of it. I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is. How do you know then that you are not a witch? So she goes, I do not understand.
That is the
I do not know what you
craziest
say.
fucking rebuttal.
So then the fucking judge goes, how can you know you are no witch and yet not know what a witch is?
That is the craziest.
That's like
rebuttal.
that commercial.
How do you answer that?
That's like that commercial with the AI where she's just like, oh my God, how do I prove that I'm not an AI? Like, that's what this is. It's like, well, what? Yeah, I'm not a witch. Well, how do you know?
Maybe
like-
I'm a cruciferous. I don't know what a cruciferous is.
Yeah, you're definitely a broccoli. But like, it's just like, the shit is just like, it's,
That's the craziest fucking sentence in the world. I don't know what a murderer is, so maybe you're a murderer.
yo, then she goes, I am not guilty of murder. Then she turned up her eyes, and the eyes of the afflicted were turned up. So everyone in the courtroom then did the same thing.
Yo, I don't know whose Cheerios she peed in.
Fucking
This
wild.
was definitely, you said it's the land grab shit. So everyone was like, yo, all right, we're going to accuse this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You're going to take her land. If you cooperate, you're next for taking his land. And what you want next, that's all they did.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild.
That's the world's first conspiracy. That's crazy.
Well, I don't know about first, because the 1600s, we had a lot of history before this. It was definitely some other crazy. Remember, we had the werewolf trials.
Right.
So-
We did have the werewolf trials.
You know, we had the werewolf
We
trials. So, you know.
So are you scared to go to Salem? Because you can be like, witch!
No, it's just like all this shit. Like, that's some bad shit.
You know what's crazy about this? Because I did a little research too, because I might be going to Salem and like, you know, I'm picking out Airbnbs, but I don't want to be too close to some witch shit.
I don't want to get an Airbnb
The
that was
spot-
like Mary Walcott's fucking knitting room.
The spot where they were all hung is in like a residential neighborhood. Like, it's like a little fucking thing. I'll put a picture somewhere. It's like a little thing, and there's like plaques and stuff. And like, it's like someone's house is right next to it.
I don't want to do that.
Like, if I look out my Airbnb window and I see like, oh, this was where 19 people were innocently hanged. No, I don't need to be here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Like,
need to be here after dark, before dark, in the fucking daytime. No.
my luck, I'll get an Airbnb that was like Mary Walcott's knitting room, and like I'm gonna get spectrally assaulted at night, and I'm gonna
Well,
get
Nick,
pinched.
if it's called that, I mean, getting pinched isn't that bad.
No, but
But if it's called
not.
Mary Walcott's Knitting Room Inn, you should probably not.
I don't think they're gonna name it that. That's probably not good. Actually, that probably is
That's
good for
probably
business.
great for business.
But not so. You know, it's like this is kind of like a little. It has nothing to do with like Salem being crazy, but you know, like in Game of Thrones when they're like, oh yeah, like you know, first of his name. Da, 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 da. I thought that was made up for the show. I didn't think that was real. This shit starts. This is an official court document.
Official.
The jurors for our sovereign lord and lady, the king and queen, presents that John Proctor of Salem, husbandman of the county of Essex, the 11th day of April, in the 4th year of the reign of our sovereign lord and lady William and Mary, by the grace of God of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland, king and queen, defenders of the faith, and divers other days and times, as well before as after certain detestable acts. And then it just fucking goes into it. Certain detestable acts called witchcraft and sorceries wickedly and feloniously hath used, practiced, and exercised at and within the towns of the Salem county of Essex force, and upon and against one Mary Walcott of Salem village in the county of Essex, single woman, by which said wicked arts had said Mary Walcott the 11th day of April in the year above said, and divers other days and times, as well as before as after was, and is tortured, afflicted, pined, consumed, wasted, and tormented against the peace of our sovereign lord and lady, king and queen, and against the form of the statute of the case made and provided witnesses.
That's one sentence?
One sentence. There's no fucking punctuation, Bobby. I don't think they had a there was no period.
There had to have been a comma and a period.
When was the comma invented? Was the comma even a thing then?
I've never thought of a comma being invented. I thought that's just kind of like it came with the language. Like it came with the fucking package.
I don't know.
And a period being invented.
I feel like they didn't have commas.
That's a crazy Google that.
When was the comma invented?
You're hitting that hard as fuck.
The comma came from the Greek comma, spelled with a K.
Came from a comma.
Oh, yeah. It was invented in the 3rd century BC. So these motherfuckers had commas.
When was English invented? When was language? Did it not just come with language? When was somebody just like, we need to put a little fucking thing here?
The 3rd century BC?
To like take a breath.
The 3rd century BC.
Maybe motherfucker, were people just dying trying to read a sentence?
I mean, I almost just
running out of breath.
But then it just goes, certain detestable acts called witchcraft and sorceries is like there's no separation.
I mean, they were writing that with a fucking feather too, right?
You could put a fucking comma with a feather.
Do you know how long that must have taken to write? Taken.
I just don't know how they can like.
I just say taken.
You said taken.
Taken. You know how long that would have tooketh to write?
I don't know how like they did this, right? Because like it's not like you can record it, play it back later.
That's
like your quill runs out of ink. You're fucking.
That's probably he probably just wrote whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
This poor lady in the fucking courtroom. I shalln't knoweth whilst.
Yeah, that's how they spoke.
I knoweth nothing of a witchery.
Makes no sense. But it's just like spectral evidence. And then I'm not a witch. I don't even know what a witch is. Well, then how do you know you're not a witch? Ha! Gotcha.
Got me.
Like, it's just...
Sign me up for the gallows.
Like, that shit just like... And, like, places... They're haunted because these people were murdered. And they might have been witches. I don't fucking know. So, like, I just... That goes back to the... I don't want to be haunted, man.
You know how this shit ended, too?
Yeah.
The mayor of... Massachusetts is in Connecticut, right?
Massachusetts is a state, you idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? Robert!
So you know how it ended, right?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Fucking Jerry, I don't fucking know that. You got me fucked up with it. But
Massachusetts and Connecticut?
The governor of Massachusetts.
That should be the opening clip. Massachusetts and Connecticut, right?
No. They accused the governor of Massachusetts' wife of being a witch, and he was like, "Yeah, hold on, back it up right now."
Wait, really?
Yeah, and then he put an end to it, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't get to that part of my research.
Oh, no. That's pretty much how like the start of the end of it was. He was like, "Yeah, no," and he signed some shit and released all the prisoners.
That's why I didn't read that.
Y'all were pretty entertaining for a little bit, but now you fucking with my wife. We ain't doing this shit, bro. He's like,
"That's wild."
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Massachusetts, Connecticut.
Apparently, all this shit happened in like the town of Salem, not like the village, not the town, and the village that this all happened in is like Danvers. It's not even Salem.
Yeah, but they were like hung in Salem.
Yeah, like it's just like
some weird shit.
Dude, all of this, like none of it, even when I'm reading that shit, it doesn't make sense. Like Mary Walcott's deaf and dumb, and she's a witness, but then she speaks, so she's not deaf and dumb, and then she answered questions, so she can't be deaf. But then later on, she's accused of being a witch, and now she's no longer a witness. She's a witch. So she was both spectrally assaulted and doing the assaulting spectrally. Dude, I can't follow it.
Poor lady just wanted to be left alone in her corner knitting.
Pretty much. But this whole thing started because two girls, instead of just being like, "Yo, I don't know, I'm sick," we're like, "Yeah, Tatuba, fucking."
Well, the doctor fucking told them. It's the doctor's fault. The doctor was just like, "Yeah, no, you're fucking, there's something wrong with you."
Yeah, the doctor said you're bewitched, but like then they were like, "Oh yeah, they bewitched me." It's like, you know damn well they didn't bewitch you. And then they fucking acted it. Every time Tatuba came around, she would fucking fall.
That's fucking crazy.
It's wild.
If I was Tatuba, I'd be fucking infuriated. I'd be like, stop it.
Tatuba was called like the Indian something, so I'm assuming she was a Native American. So like they thought that like the Native Americans were like, because that whole Providence thing, right? Like God is mad at us. So like, oh yeah, no, she's with Satan because she's a savage and like all this racist bullshit. So like they got her. But I don't know why the 2 homeless ladies caught strays. That's kind of fucked up. Like their life hard enough as it is. They're homeless.
156 people caught strays.
But like they really weren't innocent because I guarantee you at least 100 of them 156 were out here
Were witches?
fucking causing fits in the fucking courtroom too, pretending and shit.
I feel like that time in Salem must have been like you fucking like you slighted somebody in a weird way. Next thing you know, you're getting accused for fucking floating down Main Street.
Yeah.
and now,
Yeah.
now you're in the jail cell.
So, you know
like,
what?
what the fuck?
I don't like Bobby. Hey, he slapped me in my dream last night.
Yeah, like what the?
And then you could just counter strike me. Be like, oh, well.
I only slapped him in his dream because he slapped me in my dream.
Yeah, I was protecting myself.
Yeah.
And
Freddy Krueger shit.
And like now there's just like mad dead people.
Yeah, like how? Like
With witchery. And I don't want to fucking
like
go.
a year after this ended. I wonder how many people just sat around like, huh? That was some weird shit, huh?
You remember that?
That was some crazy times. Remember when we were just like killing each other?
1692 never happened.
Crazy, huh?
It's like that
Hey,
was like
John, I'm sorry for accusing you of witchery just because I thought you stole my lawnmower, but you didn't. And here
what's a
we are.
lawnmower? You're a witch.
Oh fuck! My hoe. You stole my hoe. My rake.
Nah, it's like 1692 was like their 2020. It's like, what are you talking about? It never happened.
I wonder if there was anybody in this town that was just like, maybe I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to be accused of witchery and hocus pocusery. But maybe they not witches.
I just want to like
he just went, yo, John, come over here real quick. I'm just gonna air some shit out. We killed 10 people. Don't witches not die? Maybe we was wrong.
I don't. Was that what they believed, that the witches can't die?
I think that's what it was. I think it was like, here, go fucking drown. If you drown, you're not a witch.
I thought that was with burning. None of these people were burned.
Or something. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure it was like if you die, you're not a witch.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Or like if you don't drown, you're not a witch.
Well, they didn't drown them either. They hung them.
Maybe I'm lying.
No, witches still need to breathe, no?
Like I want to know the bar talk of this, of like amongst friends of like, yo, fucking Peter. You heard about him? Yeah. Witch shit. Peter was kind of cool. Yeah, Peter was kind of cool. I don't think he's a witch. No, me either, but I'm not going to say nothing.
But now you're going to get accused of witchery.
Yeah, like he's just like, you're just talking like, yeah, I don't fucking, this guy seemed all right. You know, he's a hard worker. He chops his wood in the morning like everybody. You know, he seems pretty cool. I've never seen him witching shit up, you know, cauldron brewing and fucking talking about potions and shit, you know?
I don't know, man. I just feel like I would like, you know, get on my little horse.
Fucking like leave
town. Be like, yeah, well, I'm taking a sabbatical.
I'd be the fuck out of there. I'd be like, yo, there's a lot of witches here.
Yeah,
that would be my excuse, too. Be like, yo, I'm not a witch. I'm just saying, y'all, you know, you in prison 200 motherfuckers. We got 400 people left out here. I don't know how many more witches are in here. And I'm not sticking around for it.